Let's go. Hold on. Let me get myself together. Okay. They freaking got Tony Jones. I remember him from Beyond the Mat,
They'll tell you.
and he had a WWE tryout along with this Caucasian dude,
Tell you.
blonde hair, black devil.
Sometimes it'll tell you, I have to go to the website.
Yeah.
So they give you,
I think I will sit here for a while.
yes, why not?
Yes, well, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I'm here. First, it was Ice Train. Second, it was First Rule. And third is Tony Jones. Now I'm being bothered. I'm already bothered by Shaq Gasper's mysterious passing and also New Jack's mysterious passing. And I had looked it up on Google to type in Tony Jones Demastra. So there's no numbers to his death. They did the same thing with Fensura. I think he died mysteriously the same way as Fensura. And Cassandra, who I was friends on my old Facebook account, they not like WWE. They ain't like what WWE was doing because WWE is still evil. It's a possibility that WWE had got forceful for WrestleMania because they do this. When WrestleMania season comes up, that's when they had to give it up. I know. A friend of mine's on TikTok, no, a friend of mine's on Snapchat told me. I think WWE may have something to do with Ice Train dying mysteriously. Shaq Gasper, it was Mike Tyson, the order to make a comeback. Uh, Ventura, I think WWE Vince McMahon's doing it. Because I believe they got freaking Tony Jones. And I already said this, that WWE's name is all over it. So I'm going to read the Wikipedia. So I think 5942, like them, Jack Asper, New Jack was different. I know with all the secret societies and Fosh and Boggin, that's what got me with Sad's the mantra, along like similar to New Jack, but I ain't seen no 59 or 42. Slave, Blues, Wasta, Negro, and the end with the hard ER. 76 and stuff. I think they because like him and Freshford, it it's some way like similar. It's like I'm being bothered. Excuse me, I'm being bothered that black wrestlers be passing away mysteriously in black staff that's in the wrestling business, and not just the wrestling business, the music industry, the acting and actresses industry, politics, and Tony and Broadway, and we gonna get into the Oscar thing because they used it for black people. They tarnished his legacy. Tony Jones, wrestler. Anthony Jones, April 6, 1971 to April the 11th, 2024. I'm going to stop right there. Today is the 16th. The 15th was yesterday. The 14th was on a Sunday. I find this out on April the 14th. Everybody had known this too in the wrestling community. I thought he had died mysteriously on the 14th, but it wasn't the 14th. They did this with Arturo Toriyama because we find this out uh, days later on a Thursday. I think it was a Thursday. I think it was March the 1st. March the 1st. Because I can be forgetful. March the 1st. The second 61st in leap years in the Julian calendar. March the 1st was Friday when he passed. And they freaking got him. Because Dragon Ball has something to do with black people, 59, 42, 76. May the 11th, we find out that he passed. And May the 11th, was on a Monday. If I'm not mistaken. It was before May the 11th. I think it was Thursday when we find out what it was. May the 8th. No, March the 8th. Dang, I need to stop eating the wrong foods. March the 8th. Not May the 8th, my bad. Damn. March 8th, 2024. We find this out on March the 8th. We find out that March the 8th of that Friday, that Aturiyama had passed at 68, and he died mysteriously on March the 1st. They said this in Japan before America was named after a colonizer, Americano, had took our land. Had the announcement on March the 8th that Arturo Toriyama had passed mysteriously. They didn't say mysteriously. So Tony must have knew something. Was an American professional wrestler who competed in North American independent promos, especially California-based All Pro Wrestling, Ultimate Pro Wrestling, and Extreme Pro Wrestling. Jones also had stints in World Wrestling Entertainment in 1998. That's when he was in the documentary Beyond the Mat, which came out the following year, 2001, 2003, and 2007. I didn't even know he was back in WWE, which was WWF in 2001, 2003, and 2007. Although he is best known for his appearance with sometimes tag team partner Mike Nelson and Barry W. Blake Blostein's 1999 documentary Beyond the Mat. So he was in three wrestling organizations before he did a try. It was, let's say, between the tryout of WWE in 98, 2001, 2008, 2007. So he was in All Pro Wrestling, Ultimate Pro Wrestling, Extreme Pro Wrestling, all in California. And his tag team partner was Mike Mortis in the 1999 documentary Beyond the Mat. Born in San Francisco, Jones graduated from Archbishop Rawlington High School in 1989 and later attended San Francisco State University, earning a bachelor's arts degree in broadcasting and in electronic communication arts and a minor in speech communication arts. He also achieved a successful 5-year amateur wrestling career during his time at SFSU, winning the Bay Area Freestyle Championship 8 times, the Bay Area Roman Championship 7 times, and becoming a nationally ranked contender in NCAA Collegiate Wrestling, and officially became the NCAA Division II California Collegiate Champion in 1994. During this time, he defeated NCAA champion Stephen Neal and was in several tournaments with Kurt Angle. I don't like that Yakubian beast, the way he treated Tanisha Biggers. And he took part of it that he set Tanisha up for some false fake charges that she did not even do, kidnapping and child custody interference. That was Kurt Angle, Frank Stone, and the people in the court system in Texas. Although the two never wrestled each other, they both were eliminated by the same man. Jones also serves as an assistant coach for the SFSU Rico Roman freestyle wrestling team before his graduation in 1995. Career All Pro Wrestling. During 1996, let me repeat this. During 1996, Jones began training under Mike Moses at the APW Professional Wrestling Training Boot Camp along with Donovan Morgan and Vic Grimes. Graduating from the training camp, making his professional debut wrestling against Manny the Raisin Bull Fernandez at ABW Gym Wars on January 15, 1997. Feuding with Vic Grimes in his early months with the promotion, he lost to Grimes at APW Gym Wars on April 19 and on June 20th. The latter eliminated him from the opening round of a tournament for the APW Universal Championship. Jones soon found success in the tag team division, however, forming the West Side Connection with Jay Smooth, defeating Donovan Morgan and Robert Thompson for the APW Universal Tag Team titles on August 1st, 1997. Successfully defending the titles for over a month, including a victory over Vic Grimes and Chris Cole on August 15th. He and Smooth lost the titles to the Grimes brothers, Vic and Little Dick Grimes, at APW Sports Annihilation on September 5th, 1997. Jones attempted to regain the titles, teaming with Rick Turner, although they lost to the Grimes brothers in a best of 3 falls match at APW Night of the Return on October the 3rd. He later lost to Grimes at APW Halloween Hell on October 31st, and Halloween is a pagan antichrist. It don't have nothing to do with Christ at all. I used to celebrate it, but I stopped. Although he later won a six-man tag team match with Eliza Wilson in Truth against Rick Thompson and the Grimes brothers at APW Final Friday on November 7, 1997. Teaming up with Steve Rizzo, Jones regained the tag team titles, defeated Robert Thompson and Chris Cole on December 6. After Rizzo was suspended by the promotion, Jones was forced to surrender the titles to APW, which were officially vacated on January 17, 1998. That same night, he was given an opportunity to win back the titles and choose Mike Modus, who together went on to defeat Frank Murdoch and his tag team partner Jay Smooth. Former wrestling and he and Modest had a highly successful tag team career, officially voted APW Tag Team of the Year, and as tag team champions held the titles for almost 4 months with defeating Vic Grimes and Aaron O'Grady at APW Wrestling Inc. on March 6 and wrestled to a no contest against Vic Grimes and Bryce LeGrand. At APW turned back the clock on April the 3rd before losing the title to Frank Murdoch and Boom Boom Kamini, yeah, on May the 16th, 1998. Independent promotions. During that year, him and Modest were selected by Barry W. Blaustein to appear in his wrestling documentary Beyond the Mat, which profiled their lives as independent wrestlers breaking into professional wrestling. The documentary, which was released early in 2000, I thought it was 1999, gave both wrestlers national exposure as Jones and Modest had a tryout match with the World Wrestling Federation in September. It later led to Jones being invited to the WWF Dojo training camp, training under Tom Pritchard in November 1999. Involved in a West Coast versus East Coast feud with wrestlers from Pennsylvania Championship Wrestling in the early 1999. He won the APW Universal Heavyweight titles, defeating his former tag team partner Mike Modest on January the 15th, 2000. After losing the match to Ma with interference from Crash Holly on March 11, he began competing with hip-hop-based Urban Wrestling Alliance under the name HTK or Hard to Kill during the most of 2000. In February 2000, he participated in a closed tryout match for World Championship Wrestling with Terry Taylor. He's also a racist. Kevin Sullivan, a racist and a heavy lift, and Mike Graham, also a racist. And after touring Japan with the Suit Style wrestling promotion, Battle Arts in April, was invited back to train at the WCW power plant and with Buddy Lee Parker part of the IntelliTrailer in May. Returning Battle Arts in May and June 2000, he began wrestling for Ultimate Pro Wrestling in May and had a brief stint in Extreme Pro Wrestling in a series of high profile matches against Tracy Smothers at XPW D-Day. After losing to Pongo the Clown on May the 28th, he was invited by Battle Arts for another tour. However, he declined, being under contract with the Urban Wrestling Alliance, and remained with the promotion until its close in December 2000. Yeah, um, oh, shoot. Urban Wrestling Alliance. It used to be on UPN, and Marcus Jamal and Leonardo Jordan was part of the uh, organization. and remaining with the promotion until its closing December 2000. Yeah, I read that already. Return to APW, returning to All Pro Wrestling for a brief time. He teamed with Giant Khali in his wrestling debut against the West Side Players. 2000 on October 7, 2000. He later with his old rival Robert Thompson as the original West Side Players, defeating the Ballard brothers for the titles on April 14, 2001, losing the titles to Bryce LeGrand and Mark Smith. hmm Yeah, he fought Bryce LeGrand again at at, at APW. hmm Again. On June 9th, they later regained the title, defeating the Brothers and Samoa Joe, who is now in All Elite Wrestling. And Kenza Sokoa on September 29th. The titles were forfeited, however, when Jones attacked Thompson after the match and left the promotion in November. So he fought against Bryce the second time in APW. Later years. Appearing on WWF Jocks against Raven in May 2001. This is his second time coming back in the WWF, but it's a second tryout, but never earned a WWF contract, and I wonder why. He probably knew how racist WWF was, and I still watched it. I still have to be aware. He wrestled in the Chicago-based Midwest Championship Wrestling from August to September 2001 because he had a second WWF tryout match against Raven May 2001. During the next year, he continued wrestling for Ultimate Pro Wrestling. He made his return to Ultimate Pro Wrestling as well as feuding with former XPW stars Pingo the Clown again, Steve Russell again, and Manny Fernandez. He also began competing for Pro Wrestling Iron, affiliated with the Japanese promotion Pro Wrestling Nora, teaming with Jason Broats Bane to defeat Lars Dergarer and Ryan Drago at a Pro Wrestling Iron event on June 11, 2004. In March 2007, he appeared on WWE television. This is the third tryout. WWF was being renamed the WWE because they lost the lawsuit with, this printing company called WWF. He wrestled Eugene on WWE Heat. Fourth WWE tryout. Tony returned to WWE television for 4 months later against James Snitsky and lost both matches. So he lost to Eugene and James Snitsky. Lost both matches and retired in 2009. He's a tall dude. He was born in San Francisco, California on April the 6th. And we're going to get into that too, because this is the same way with Viscera. Viscera had a birthday on February the 14th. A week later, he had a heart attack mysteriously. I think WWE had gave him something and poisoned him and caused him to have a heart attack because nobody didn't come to his house. And I think he was still living in Tennessee at the time or another state when he was with Cassandra because nobody then knocked on his door and Fensora had opened and someone pulled out the heart attack gun and used it to shoot his where his heart is at in the chest cavity area. because it's something similar. His ring name's Tony Jones, hard to kill, 6 feet 5 inches, 196 centimeters, build weight 270 pounds, 122 kilograms. Debut January 15, 1997, retired June 26, 2009. Last time I had heard and watched him was when I was in Catherine T. Reed, and now, 2 days ago, I found out that he freaking passed mysteriously. And I try to look up the mantra, and it's nothing about his death by the numbers. So he has his own website, tstj.net, and he also had two children. I had Skip. So, so April the 6th, 1971, he had a birthday last week, 2 weeks ago. No, yes, that's right. I'm right. He had a birthday last week. Last week was April the 6th. The, the week later, he dies mysteriously on, let me count, 16, 14, 13, 12, 11. He died on a Wednesday. '53. When you prefer 53, it's 35. Like you typed in Nelson Fraser Jr., and I couldn't find anything about his death by the numbers either. I was wrong. Okay, Fisher was born on February the 14th, 1971. Days later, not a week, he dies after 18, 17, 16, 15. That's like 4 days after his birthday. 4 days after his birthday, he dies mysteriously. Someone gave him something that caused him to have a heart attack. And not only just gave him something, they must have poisoned whatever he has allegedly on his birthday. Because I heard from DT that he had a big of pizza. He ate the whole thing. I don't know if he had Pizza Hut. I don't know if he had Papa John's. He ate the whole pizza that was inside the box. And he did not know that they put poison in his pizza caused a heart attack. And the cake, they must have put something in his cake as well. It gotta be someone that knew the WWE that told someone at that pizza place that you gotta put something on his food because I gotta have an offering. And do you know? And the funny part is, this is what ice cream is for. Why I'm saying ice cream is for? And I was right. He did live in Tennessee. He was born in Goldsboro, North Carolina. And in Dallas, Jersey, or Memphis, Tennessee. This is the funny part. I'm going to look up Ice Train first. Ice Train did not die on Black History Month. He died on during the 23rd, 2024. Real name Hero Fitzgerald Hawks. First row died mysteriously on February the 28th, 2024. This was like 2 months ago. Vestra died 4 days after his birthday on February the 18th. What's that tells you? Black History Month ain't Black History Month. Why my people had to downstairs on February into months for 42 and freaking Black History Month. The origin of Black History Month was made by a house Negro named Carter G. Wilson, who made Negro History Week on February. Then you got those Negroes at Kent State University we made Negro History Week into Black History Month in February. Because I am not bullshitting. Okay. By 1969, Kent State Black United Students Organization with support from campus educators began to advocate that the entire month of February be commemorated as Black History Month. After a year of planning, the first obvious of Black History Month took place at Kent State in 1970. Observation. I need to work on my grammar and my pronunciation. It's the freaking foods I put in my freaking system. Is Kent State a historically black college? And Kent State University ain't part of HBCU. It's not an HBCU yet. I'm reading this article that this makes the coding on a primarily white institution. So it's not on the HBCU list. And I did said something like this before. And I had talked about the colonizer. Rasheed Jamal had talked about the colonizer who took all our land. And some of them survived and was being enslaved by him to make railroads. Because I had posted on TikTok on this colonizer. Because he he was a racist. He murdered our own people and enslaved our own people to make railroads. I think it's Los Angeles to New York, New York to Ohio, Ohio to California. Then I gotta go to the Wikipedia. Because it found like 1910 to 1911. It was called Ohio State Normal, Kent State Normal School, 1911 to 1915. Kent State Normal College, 1915 to 1929. Kent State College, 1949 to 1935. So established September 27, 1910, 113 years ago. Marvin Kent. Rasheed had talked about this guy.
How you doing, man?
Oh, I'm good. I moved on from there. I just moved
Okay.
on. But thank you so much.
Yeah, this is all property, but. Yeah. This K is up here now, if you need any help.
Okay, thank you so much.
Yep.
Known for namesake of Kent, Ohio, establishment of Atlantic and Great Western Railroad. Yeah, Great Western Railroad businessman. So he was a businessman to assassinate my people, have some of them being enslaved and privatize our land to build railroads. You know how wicked these Syrians are. And it passed to his generations. You know, before I get off here, you know, when you in the entertainment industry and you're a so-called black, so-called African, I'm gonna give y'all the heads up. You'll get the clothes, the cards, you'll get a big mansion and all, and etc. But let me tell y'all something. You're not gonna get the amount of money that you're gonna get. See, these Jacobians have control of that amount, and they're gonna pass it to their kids, grandkids, great grandkids, and ancestors, descendants, not ancestors. And it's gonna keep on going. You ain't gonna have that amount. It's, it's not gonna change, and it will never end. Damn, those freaking foods. That's why you got Diddy Master P and Diddy have Body Double all the other black founders of the record labels is being taught by them how to cheat our own people and taught them that you can't get no catalog, no publishing. That's what they taught them. This is why I'm not in the music in either of the mainstream industries. Because they will cheat you, con you, beat you, um, slander you. That's what they freaking do. That's their businesses. They a lot worse than normal people. And also, cock, them cockanoids, they do their own people, but don't hear that much. But always be freaking us. And I saw the video. Many of black recording artists supposed to go to this event, but their slave masters like Claude Davis won't let them attend, not knowing who they are. They don't want them to know who they are, but they know what they are. But they don't want them to know who they truly are. They wasn't allowed to go to that event. You have to obey the slave masters. If you get out of line, Mr. Gavers has spoke about this. If you get out of line, you will be liquidated, deleted, and also one thing that I've totally forgot. Two words, but breaking. They've been doing this. I'm not gonna say too much about it. They've been doing this beginning of slavery, 42, 59, 76. Other numbers. It's in Gematria. Fitz McMahon, the real Fitz McMahon, who probably no longer here or probably in the island allegedly, but break black wrestlers and other non black wrestlers who are black, but break. Triple H does the same thing. Eric Bischoff, Vince Russo, when they were in WCW. Paul Heyman is a possibility, but New Jack don't like butt breaking and don't like being enslavement. And the Master Mason, who is no longer here or in the island, wanted New Jack. New Jack said that he's a racist, and if he had a tryout, he won't last a week for it because they will control his character and they will have power and authority. They've been doing this for us forever, ever since Yaku had told his uncle King Firkor that 6,000 years it will be a new breed of race that will rule the Ebonoi people. Listen, I'm just using wisdom. I ain't being racist. I'm telling the truth. I'm spitting the facts. Mm-mm-mm. Tony must have knew something when he had three WWF/WWE tryouts for Furo, Viscera, Ice Train, Shaq Asper, Oh, he said he's one of the boys. He had a white person, white wrestler, Leslie, has through the wrestler when he did that job as broadcast. And one of them asked him who it was. I can't tell you that because I'm one of the boys. If I was him, I would expose. I would never be one of the boys. They won't acknowledge me as one of the boys. They will acknowledge me as the N with the hard ER. This is how the racism system works. You have to understand. So-called Africans, so-called African Americans, so-called African Caribbeans, so-called African Europe's and beyond don't own anything. I don't even own anything. I'm a so-called African American. You see how this works? Mm-hmm. You see how the system uh do? Mm-hmm. You see how it plays games? Mm-mm-mm. It will always play freaking games. Because we live in Babylonia. I'm back. Babylonian times. Babylonian for real. And what Babylon can do to poison the mind. It won't help the mind. The only way it can help the mind is our carbon cells in the spiritual matter in a positive way, not evil, but do good. Y'all have to understand that. Y'all black folks have to understand that I don't know why I keep saying black folks. I need to stop saying that. I did say so-called black, but I need to freaking stop. See, see, Marvin ain't the only one. His people did the same thing, that assassinate us and stole our land and make it as they own. That's not positive. That's being a thief. You're not a baller, you're a thief. People like him who did something to us with the butt breaking, the mistreatment, the racial harassment, the prejudice, racism, that's part of it. And also the 425976. Mm-mm-mm. Y'all have to understand how they freaking work. And you got people, people like him that's above receive them all and talk about this. So that's it. I'm out of here. I'm saying pass after the culture and I'm out.